Hello, a very good afternoon. Sorry, a very good evening to everyone. Welcome to TGIF with Christina. And tonight we are going to talk a little bit. I wish to create a safe space to actually discuss TGIF with Christina. Can you say no? Do you have when you are really feeling just discomfort and something that you don't really want to do, can you say no to a request or to something that you are not comfortable with? Will you are you able to are you a people pleaser, right? Are you a people pleaser that you will always say yes, or is saying no rude to you? Okay, so let me know what you think, and let me also know, like, where are you tuning from. Also, let me know, how is your Friday night so far? Because it has been raining over here at Klang Valley, and I have been having quite a lovely Friday cozy night because I did not require to travel today. So it was good that I'm not stuck in a jam. So if you happen to be in a traffic jam, do tell me how you feel. Are you keeping up with your peace level at this point of time? But yes, let's get back to our topic today. Can you say no? But before that, I would really want to share with everyone over here, to remind you, if you have not downloaded our latest volume 33, Body Mind Soul magazine, which is the conscious of let me just change the background a little bit. Yeah, this one, the consciousness of wisdom. I believe, our social media content admin have actually shared quite a fair bit of what the consciousness of wisdom is all about. It's published on our IG, our Instagram, on our Telegram group channel as well. If you are new to our Telegram, you can actually search Body Mind Soul magazine, and you can subscribe to the channel, our Telegram channel. And because inside there we actually pull out some excerpt of the consciousness of wisdom. I would say, it is an article that really inspire me in a way, and it kind of expand me to think deeper. One of the best thing that I gotten from this consciousness of wisdom is, we have so much knowledge and skills, right? And it is not our wisdom if we have not put it into practice. And another thing that the writers say about the consciousness of wisdom also, there is no right or wrong wisdom. It is very much about whether it is your wisdom. Have you turned your knowledge into practice? And from there, you kind of digest it and become your own wisdom, where you can share with people around you and then be the inspiration for others as well. It's quite an interesting article, I would say. And inside the article, you also have things like the fun and discovery. I believe one of the TGIF or definitely, have a play together with everyone over here, so that we're going to show you pictures of rainbow, and you're going to pick one, and I'm going to share with you what it is all about. It's all about fun and discovery. Have fun, at the same time discover currently where are you, or what is your state. So that is one of the beautiful things. Okay, so if you have not do it, so our admin have already published it out, the link for you to sign up. Bear in mind, Body Mind Soul magazine is now free for everyone to read in digital copy, and from volume 1 up to all the way until volume 33. Okay, so all the way until our latest volume. And we are a quarterly magazine, meaning we publish on January, April, July, and October. So I would want to ask, how is everyone doing? I've been hearing a lot of my friends are kind of like fall sick. It's either having cough, flu, or sore throat. I must be honest, I'm having a little sore throat as well. That's why my voice is a bit mellow. So how is everyone doing? Okay. At the same time, do keep up with our SOP, and as well as drink more water. And yeah, people are also hit by influenza. I have a few friends actually share it. It wasn't a pleasant experience for them. You know what? At this kind of time, this especially in July and August, a lot of those friends have been telling me it's actually a flu season. whether with or without the COVID or without the influenza, it has always been a flu season. Perhaps because due to everyone had too much durian. Yeah, I've been seeing on my social media feed, everyone is sharing. I have this box of durian. I have that box of durian. I have this. I have that. I have this. I have that. So when you make a decision of having, why boxes of durian? My admin is asking, because it is all open and pre-packed into a container. Unless you eat it at the store, because most of the, can I say this? If I say this, will it be gender? Will I be like, what do you call that? Sexist, like genderless, that kind of thing. Like, most of the guys right now, I realize, unlike my father's generation, they don't know how to open the durian. So, yeah. So they actually buy from container, right? Yeah. So it's a durian season. Every Malaysian loves durian, so it is also the time that you should remind yourself to drink more water, or coconut water to be precise, that help you to kind of like have that cooling effect in your body. For me, I have been taking honey in the morning and also some other herbal tea to make myself feel better on my throat area. Yeah. So my admin is telling me she knows how to open durian. Yeah. I kind of know roughly because my father shown us when we were very young, but I don't know, I don't really do that often because I'm truly blessed that I have my brothers. If my father's not doing it, my brothers will do it. So I don't have to touch it. And usually the woman in the house are being pampered when it comes to durian season, that we are being served. So that's the beauty of my family. Okay. So it is also, can you say no to durian? Can you say no to durian? There are a lot of things that I wish to pull it out today. Of course, mainly I'll be focusing on, can you say no in terms of a situation, or in terms of you know a situation or a person, or food per se. It's like, for me, it's very, hi Mira, so long never see you. Yeah, so I'm also live over here. So today we are going to really talk about, can you say no? I just want to refresh again. And for those who just joined me on Instagram as well as Facebook and YouTube, if you know the trick. If you come over to Facebook and YouTube, you'll be able to comment. I'll be able to see it right away and pull it out. Okay, so how about saying no to a kiss? Yeah, can you do that? How about saying no to food that you love it so much, but you just can't resist it? Yeah. So let us just separate it a little bit. Share with me, what is your experience of saying no, or you are constantly saying yes? There are a few ways of looking at it. Particularly if it's about a situation or person. For me personally, I'm always, very hard for me to say no to my bosses, right? To a project, to a favor, especially from my friends who are asking me. And there are times, that I feel so, I would say, burnout or tired. I literally wanted to do something that is very obscene on life. So luckily, I reminded myself it's life. So dear admin, stop pulling my leg, okay? Because I'm it's not nice to do that. And I totally forgotten I'm live right now. I'm so used to the camera. It's like, hello, nothing wrong. I'm just seeing myself on my screen. Yeah, but I kind of lost myself because of the comments that they are typing at the back. Anyway, so yeah, can you say no to your bosses? Is it very hard? So for me, it's really hard. It's very, very difficult. So a part of me, like, perhaps if it's a project, or if it's a situation, or even if it's a favor from a friend that who is asking, inside me is like, yeah, I really want to help, I really want to give you my time, but actually I have my tons of things that is at the back, running at my mind, running in my mind, that I need to do. And that kind of feeling, you kind of feel like if you say yes to that person, you are feeling imbalanced for yourself. And if you say no to that person, for me, I feel guilty at the same time. Like, I feel guilt. I feel like I'm such a bad person that I didn't, say yes. I didn't help out. I didn't perform. Especially being on the this self-discovery journey. Not Let's not just talk about bosses. How about self-improvement, right? Being on this journey of self-discovery, self-realization, since I enrolled myself into Awaken the Divine You program in 2017, which is a signature program by the Golden Space, our holding company, it actually changed a lot in me. One of the things that I realized through this program is there's so much more in the world to explore and learn. And it's not just spiritually, but also personally, and all the leadership, attitude towards life and things like that. But at the same time, knowing that there's so much more to learn, and when there's an opportunity presented to you, will you grab it or will you say no? That is also a struggle for me. And recently I realized there is a way to do this for me. Okay, and I'm going to tell you later. Hi, Carmen on IG. Hi, nice to see you. And yeah, welcome to TGIF with Christina. So what is your experience about, can you say no, or you are always a pleaser saying yes? Okay, so coming back, if when I can't say no, right, there are few emotions that's boiling within me. And share with me if you have the similar or you have something else. Okay, usually how I feel is I'll feel bad, like I said, right, and then feel not helping, and then feel not good, and guilty, right, and eventually, of course, I will push myself to say yes. And after saying yes, that is a different set of emotions that will boil out. Inside me is cursing, that's for sure. And inside me is feeling a lot of imbalance, like, why should I do that? Why did I even say yes towards it? And why can't I just say no? And inside me is like, but saying no is rude. There's so many self talk, you know like inner conversation, inner dialogue that's going on. So what I want to highlight is actually what I realized: there's no right and wrong about saying yes or no. But for me, I realized one thing: I don't want to say no or yes when I'm not feeling peace. How can I feel peace when I have all this emotional thing that is running inside me, that's up and down, up and down, up and down, right? I wouldn't know whether I'm saying no out of anger or out of resistance. Sometimes it's just a resistance towards a stretch of comfort zone that I wanted to grow, right? How do we know whether this is a step to stretch that comfort zone a little bit so that we can grow and we can experience different thing, right? So there are all these thoughts inside us, right? So this is what happened. I just do one thing. I'll write down all the reasons that I feel I should say no. Okay. And then on the other side, I'll write down all the reasons that I should say yes, which of course I've done it. Okay. And then after that, I will then weigh these two again. So you can do it yourself as well if you feel like doing something like that. And at the same time, try to understand your emotions a little bit more. If you still can't be at peace after this, do the breathing in. Like now, all the rain and all the wind is so cooling and it's so comforting, right? Just breathe in all this so that your body is not on, I would say, it's not stressed out, right? It's not stressing out. So you can then perhaps make a better decision, right? Yeah. So this is one of the way. And I feel, again, I must say this, right? For me, what I realize is when I totally understand my intention of saying yes, or my intention of saying no is really simply because I'm not resonating with that thing, or saying yes really didn't bring me any joy after doing, the journal down. That is where I take up the courage, even though I've said yes already. So this is a real situation, yeah. Even though I've said yes already to that particular project, I actually took my time to understand why there's this discomfort inside me, you know, that is torn in between, that is pulling me apart. And so I process it, everything like what I did, the yes and the no, and then breathe out all the discomfort. And when I'm totally at peace, I realize, hey, it's just simply because I'm really not resonating. And at this point of time, there are too many things on my hand, and I have other priorities that I prioritize. So I took up the courage and told that person and tell that person, I think I need help, that I don't think I can do this. Is there a better person than me? But definitely, wherever you need me, I can chip in ideas, but I can't be the main person that take the lead. So yeah, it takes a lot of courage for me to do this. I would say it's not easy as well because there are a lot of things that's going on, but eventually I managed to say no with, should I use the word purity, or I would say less emotion, and there's no blame, there's no anger, there is no frustration. Because a lot of times when we say yes to something that we are not comfortable with, there are a lot of frustration, annoyance, and then you will start blaming and you're not happy doing what you're doing, but yet you'll still have to do it because you already commit to say yes. So if you don't want to put yourself in that position, perhaps this is something that you can do. Okay. So how about when people say no to me when I expected the person say yes? This is quite interesting. I think it happened before. Of course, the first thing is I felt disappointed. Yeah, I felt disappointed when someone say no to me, or actually I expect them to say yes. Then second, that's when I realized I have expectation already. I kind of like expected the person to say yes. I'm not even giving that person a room to make a choice or a decision for him or herself. It's if we are to talk about, yeah, I respect your choice. Well, there isn't any respect if that's the case, to put it very bluntly to the screen, right? So yeah, I do feel disappointed, and of course, again, I took my time to process the emotions, to understand why I feel disappointed. Oftentimes, I realize because I expected that this person would have said yes. If I don't have this expectation, right, that disappointment won't even kicks in. And for me, if I don't have that expectation at all from the very beginning, I guess it would be a very nice and mutual space to have discussion. Okay, so since you say no, okay, what else? Who else do you have in mind that can perhaps take this on? There won't be personal emotion involved in the discussion, and things can be more productive in that sense, and things can move forward faster, right? So how about you? What do you all feel about all these things that I'm sharing? Today is rather quiet. Maybe I should sing a song. Yeah, so something like that. So this is something that I feel correcting. So this is something that I feel, it took me a long way to learn to say no and not feeling bad when it's saying no, and at the same time, knowing how to weigh, or what is the way for me to know, um, there's no right and wrong of saying no and yes, and there are only two things that we need to take concern. One is the be I guess is to own whether the yes or no that you have just said. There are times for me, I say no already, then I regret because I feel like, oh yeah, shoot, I have missed the opportunity. But it's never too late to say yes again, right? Okay. So hi, Joy over there. Hello, hello. And yeah, so today IG is more responsive than Facebook and YouTube. Okay. So I'm gonna sing a song, sing along. Let me see. I'm gonna sing a song that I shared it on my personal Facebook. I hope I remember how the song sounds like lah, to entertain myself and everyone over here, right? Who is that girl I see? Oh, too high liao. Staring straight back at me. Yeah, that's me. When will my reflection show who I am inside? Okay. And then I've forgotten this part. Who is the girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Today cannot already. Must I pretend that I'm someone else for all time? When will my reflection show who I am inside? There's a heart that must be free to fly, that burns with a need to know the okay, sun, why too high the key? But anyway, saying no and saying yes, sometimes I feel it's also a reflection for ourselves, whether we are being truthful to ourselves, and whether we are being honest with ourselves, with our true feeling, with our thoughts, and with all our entire being, right? If you feel the need to really say no at this point of time, just say it in a more mutual way. Yeah, how to go into that neutral way is to really process the emotions within us, right? And then after that, anytime if you want to change that no to a yes, take up the courage and face it, that yeah, just speak to that person again, right? Today you're singing really out. I can't help it lah. I'm having like a nose block at the same time. I'm having sore throat. Well, I really salute all the professional singer when they are really having throat issue. They still sing in a concert. It's not easy. I just want to tell everyone, right? And I want to invite all of you to come on board together with me tomorrow at 3 p.m. on Body Mind Soul Live Talk, because we are going to have Sue, for Director of Marketing and Communication of Uni Lavenda, to kind of like break a taboo that everyone, been trying to be hush hush. Menstruation, breaking the taboo. The P word, period, and Mandarin we call it, or lady business in English, or the time of the month for lady, all these things. We just never use the word, yeah, menstrual, or yeah, I'm having period, yeah, it's my time, and oftentimes since young, it feels like having that is a very ashamed thing to even let people know, or to buy the sanitary pads in the supermarket or in the 7-Eleven. Is such a shy thing and a shame thing to do. But hey, it's actually quite sacred thing. It's a thing that give the life and creations for the next generation, for women, right? So why don't we talk about this in a more healthy way, and to also educate not just the woman but the men as well, what will happen during that period of time to the women, and what kind of support that women has been, or ladies has been wanting from their brothers, from their spouse, or from their guys friends. For girls, we do know what kind of support we can give to our peers, but how about for guys? Do you have more than what has been shared in our science textbook? That kind of understanding emotionally, and that support. And I always find that, to see a guy standing in front of the entire sanitary pad section and looking for the right brand to buy for the girlfriend, or for the sister, or for the wife, it's a very sexy and attracting act, personally, to me, because I feel this man is really normalizing menstruation and period, and seeing it as one of the normal thing that happen every month. And I grew up in a background where this period is something that has to be hush hush. So let us break this hush hush, and let us have a discussion. What other ways, and what kind of eco-friendly products? Because now we are also talking about sustainability, and we do know sanitary pads in certain way is not very, very sustainable. So Sue will be coming on board together with us to share with us what other products. So some of you who might not know, there are so many other products, tomorrow at 3 o'clock, you will be able to find out as well. Okay, so with that, and with my throat, I would have to say goodbye, and an early goodbye today, because I'm kind of like starting to lose my voice already. And I hope everyone is having a great weekend over here. And for those who are not feeling too good, you know what, stay positive, drink more water, and also, avoid and say no to the food that are not healthy, especially deep fried and tidbits. Why? Because I am speaking from my personal experience that I've been having too much chips and deep fried food. Okay, so with that, have a good evening, and goodbye to all of you, and I'll see you next week, or I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.